Hello everyone, welcome back to the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion playthrough. In this part, we are getting the second thing.
Oh, excellent.
It's a very short mode if you know what you're doing. Because again, you only need to get the 4 things to unlock the final level. And you don't have to do every mission in order to do that. So if you go straight for each of the 4 things, which are kind of in like the 4 corners of the map, you can get through the whole thing probably in half the time that I'm doing it right now. Not even just speedrunning, like just doing it normally. I just enjoy all of the levels in this game to the point where I really
I just want to do them all, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do them all. You also unlock the super boss for doing all of them, and the super boss is definitely worth showing off, so...
Wait, is this a blender?
Is it a blender?
We'll have to get the other 4 things and see.
Seriously, it's a blender. Oh, God.
I'm sure that nothing wrong could happen with the telephone and a blender.
Will it blend?
Oh, God. You just brought me back to, like, freshman year high school. Are you legally allowed to rap if you're over 60? I feel like the answer is no. Whatever, Dad. Oh, yeah, sorry. I completely forgot that they brought in the boss fights from the Splatoon 2 main campaign into this game. You fight them in a different way, but you are refighting those bosses again, which is probably the weakest part of the experience overall, if I had to pick.
Well,
just because we've already fought these guys.
Since I have no intention of playing the main campaign, I guess this is the only way that I'll ever actually experience these boss fights, so...
This guy is the most annoying boss in the original campaign, and also this campaign too, so, you know, looks like you get to keep the main experience. I still think that when it comes to boss fights, the original Splatoon on Wii U had the best ones. They just were more fun, and it's kind of hard to quantify it any more than that. I just enjoyed them a little bit more. It's not even like the structure for them is drastically different, aside from the final boss. Like, I could very easily explain to you why the final boss to Splatoon 1 is miles better than the final boss to Splatoon 2 main campaign, but I think we already went over that when we did the original commentary, so you can go back and watch that if you wanted to. BrainScratch comms / YouTube BrainScratch comms.
You're already on the page.
Click on some ads. Hit that bell for notification reasons, I guess. I don't know if YouTube like counts whoever hits the bell more and gives you more algorithm points if they do, but I could use some algorithm points to buy a smoothie, so please.
You're having a hard time here.
I'm terrible with the inkjet. I don't know. People online are great with this thing and can like snipe me from halfway across the stage. I can't do this thing to save my life. I don't know how they do it.
Something that makes me laugh about the way Splatoon's universe works is that you can just spray a wall and then disappear into that one splat that you just spent to fill up your ink completely.
And then refill your ink entirely? Yeah. It's best if you don't think about it too much. I am surprised, however, that like whenever I see this thing, I think of Super Mario Sunshine. I also am reminded of a Mario Sunshine fake rumor that they had when Splatoon 1 first came out. This was like 2015
there was
so.
going to be there was going to be like a flood weapon, I think.
Yeah, either that or there was like a paintbrush weapon, like the EGAD paintbrush. It was
which came
like
true
that.
in 2, so...
Yeah, there are paintbrushes, but it's just like... There was also like a Mario skin, and like whoever did that leak did a really good job because they made the Mario skin have a squid form that turned him into Glooper Blooper from Sunshine. So it was a really well done fake leak. The problem just is that they assumed that Nintendo wanted to acknowledge Sunshine, and they just don't really like doing that too much anymore. Which is somewhat strange considering how much Sunshine stuff there was on the GameCube and Wii games. But, you know, that's a discussion for a different day.
It was the latest one, and it was a way to have a different kind of stage for baseball and soccer and stuff.
That is true. I mean, I still think that they probably could and should do more stuff inspired by Sunshine, if only just so that it allows them to add more variety to the traditional Mario aesthetics, you know? Because instead of having the beach level, it's like Sunshine themed, and that has a different feeling.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that as long as it's not like, you know, oh, Sunshine's super great. Like, just have it like be like one stage.
Yeah.
Because you'll have your New Donk stage, you'll have your Mario World stage or something like that. And that'd be fine with me. Just, you know, I get why they don't reference Sunshine a ton, because it was not the most well-received Mario game.
It's weird. Like, I would be more interested in seeing them add, like, a Mario Sunshine stage to, like, Mario Golf than I would be to, like, actually ever play Sunshine ever again.
Well,
Yeah.
No thanks.
now that we're sitting here on the other side of Mario Odyssey, like, half the appeal of Sunshine was that it was, for a long time, it was the last, like, sandboxy, explorative Mario 3D adventure. Like, the more adventure-y kind of 3D adventure, as opposed to Galaxy and Galaxy 2, which were far more straightforward platformy in their design. So people who looked back fondly on Sunshine were generally the people who preferred that style of Mario game over the more recent ones. But now we have Odyssey, which just does that style better. Like, a lot better. So, you know.
Yeah. I'm still shocked we haven't gotten an Odyssey 2 yet. I thought that they would have, like,
Well, I mean,
windmill slammed, started production on that, but
it's a big game. I don't really see that as a style that can be rushed. In fact, trying to push it out too quickly is probably part of why Sunshine didn't quite do as well as it should have. But
I mean, that's true, but Odyssey also did come out 4 years ago. So that's part of why I would have, I guess, assumed
jeez, has it
that we
already
would
been
have seen
4
it by
years?
now if it existed, you know?
Yeah, and that was a October 2017 game, Lewis.
God.
Yeah, I know. The Switch's first year was wild, and it
Time
was forever
flies.
ago. And it doesn't.
And then
feel like it.
and then 2018, besides Smash, was kind of eh.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, this came out, which really did do a lot for me.
No, this was 2017.
No, Splatoon. This came out.
The expansion, you mean?
Yeah, the expansion came out 2018. I remember because they showed the amazing Octopath expansion. God, I did it. I knew I'd do it. God damn it. They showed the amazing trailer for the Octo expansion. And it's great and it's awesome. And then in the same direct, they show a ball with 2 lines, and
Wait.
nobody cares about
you
Splatoon.
need to destroy the boxes that don't match the other side?
Yep. There is a
3D puzzle.
There is a hint. You basically just have to break all the orange ones.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice that the first time I did, so I like...
You had to actually try to eyeball it.
Yeah, which was like... There are a lot of, like, visual things to help you with that. Like, if you go to the center, there is a little thing that will let you rotate both of them so that you can get a good look at them. But yeah, there is also options for different weapons. Like what I have here is the squeezer, which basically if you tap to shoot it over and over, you get long range shots. And if you hold the button, you get a short range automatic weapon, pretty much. So I'm doing this because it's about as precise as using a charger. But you also, if you miss, you're not going to break more than 1 box. Because if you break a box that you aren't supposed to, you get murdered by CQ. And we don't like that. So yeah. This is also just trust me on this. This is a lot more fun to play than it is to watch because there's a lot more tension when you're playing it. You're like, oh my god, am I going to screw up? Am I going to screw up? Because it is extremely easy to screw up doing this, which makes you hold your breath basically the entire time. When you're watching it for a commentary, you're just watching me shoot boxes. So it's like watching somebody doing a Crash Bandicoot speedrun, but they're not speedrunning. They're just walking without pressing the run button. So, yeah, welcome to our Crash Bandicoot 100% no run button challenge run, everybody.
How fast can
this
you
is
speedrun
going to
this
be
game
doing
without running?
all of the inverted stages, I should also point out. And we're getting all of the gems as well. So, yeah.
Are we going for all the relics too?
Yeah, of course. We need to get that insanely perfect relic.
And there are going to be no jump cuts.
Nope.
So then you're the one recording that, Lewis? There's no jump cuts.
Now, granted, I would jump cut past this, but you are.
It is
part of the
technically
game.
what you're supposed to be doing in the game, yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry. I did. If you will notice, like I cut out a bunch of deaths in that last boss fight I just did. I did try to cut out any part where I died for too long, unless if it was really quick and or funny. Because I'm not great at the single player in Splatoon. I like to think that I'm fairly good at the multiplayer in Splatoon. The multiplayer in Splatoon has a letter ranking system. It's C through X, and it goes A, S, and then X. I kind of was always on that weird middle ground where I felt like I was too good for S+, but not good enough for X. Where when I ranked up and got into X, I always lost a bunch of games. But when I was ranked down and put into rank S+, I found that I was winning too easily most of the time, which is always to me the worst kind of place to be in terms of skill.
There's a fighting game meme about that where you're too good for the casuals and your friends when they're hanging out because you actually play the game, but you're not good enough for tournaments.
Yeah, I don't know I know the one you're talking about, but I don't know what the name of it is. Like, because when you're playing with your friends casually, it's not really all that fun to, like, pub stomp them. You know?
Yeah.
Like, if you...
And then they get mad and they don't want to play with you anymore.
It's like, you bring out Smash Brothers with your friends, and you play it a decent bit. Like, and you know what you're doing. It's really not fun to win when you, like, are just that much better than them. But it's also really discouraging when you aren't as good as the pros, you know? So it's just kind of a weird, awkward space. It's one of those things where I often wish that I was worse at it so that I could just enjoy the game strictly on a more casual level. But, you know, that's a different talk for a different... Oh, god damn it! I don't know why I did the extra spin and shoot there, but whatever.
Letting off your frustration, I guess.
Yeah, it is. This is probably the longest mission in the game outside of the final levels. So, you know, there is that. So, you guys read any good books lately?
No.
I've been rereading some D&D stuff since I'm in that kind of mood right now. Because of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, not Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance came out recently, so I was rereading the Drizzt books, which turned out to be pleasantly. They hold up better than I expected. To be honest.
Are they? You talking about like the really old ones?
Oh well, yeah. The first one was like the year I was born. So,
Yay, we did it. Can you break one of the boxes now that it's open? Or is
No,
that
he'll still murder you. And then you have to do the whole thing all over again.
Ouch.
So, I'm sure that the ending thing exists inside of the other statue. I'm wondering if it's possible to, like, clip your way inside it. If there is, I bet you speedrunners would have found it. by now.
Yeah.
Because there is also a fairly robust speedrunning community for Splatoon. I don't think it's crazy big or anything, but again, in a game where the emphasis is on the movement, that tends to inspire a fairly large speedrunning crowd, you know, just because it's fun to run around and stuff like that. You know, you tend to find that with stuff like Metroid 2, where a lot of the reason people like speedrunning Metroid is because they just enjoy the way Samus controls and stuff like that.
Ah, okay.
How do I get back up there?
You just jump. Well, you squid jump.
How do I get up there? Oh, there's a fish hook at the bottom of the grapple points. I actually never noticed that before.
The hooks.
The hooks.
Sponge boy bebop.
Oh yeah, oh, I can climb up that. Okay. There's so many SpongeBob references in the Splatoon community. I remember I miss Miiverse so much, man. The Miiverse comments for the original Splatoon were all like SpongeBob memes all the time. And one of my favorite pictures ever is it's the difference between Japanese fans and American fans, where the Miiverse pictures in the Japanese lobby are all like these beautiful, like hand-drawn pictures of Splatoon characters and stuff like that are like pixel perfect. And then you see the American version and it's a pixel perfect recreation of the Squidward. Does this look like I'm having fun to you?
Fun to you.
Face. And it's just like, yeah, that's accurate.